Hedge funds trading, it's something that I do. I trade mostly the US market, a little bit of Canada. But joining the movement, I guess it goes back to 2013 when I read an article written by Professor Benny Tai, which we went to the same high school. He was 4 years my senior. And afterwards, I was reading a magazine called Nick's Magazine, and then saw a more relevant pictorial description of this chubby professor. And I called up the journalist that I knew from before, and I asked Zhang Weizi, who worked at Apple Daily, can I hook up with this chubby professor? So that was my... I didn't have any impression about Occupy Central back then. And afterwards I did a due diligence on Benny. I found out we were in the same house called Goodman House at DBS, which is a high school in Hong Kong. So everything clicked, and met up with him, and then I told Benny that, hey, maybe we should start the finance and banking group that's a part of Occupy Central. And afterwards I met up with the Occupy Trio KM, Reverend Chu, and then that's how it got started. It was a group of around 80 finance and banking professionals, people in the regulatory body, working at the stock exchange and the other regulator, bankers, lawyers, but mostly investment professionals. And then we don't know what we were supposed to do back in 2013 other than having these smaller discussion once every 2 or 3 weeks, and then it gradually progressed to once every month. And then they had these different deliberation days, and then people just get more knowledge about civil disobedience. But really what we are really concerned about is fair play and true democracy. But before that, I had also experience in the media. I used to run a financial radio network way back in the early 90s in Canada, in Toronto. So I'm still writing columns at Apple Daily and do a media financial radio talk show. So that's me. Because I'm also the Press Freedom Committee member of the Foreign Correspondents Club. So what I do is to feed the international journalists about what I think really happened, and give them, just let them to be up to speed about what's going on. So, like I said, I thought the OC thing would only last for 2 days. October 1st and 2nd, which is a statutory holiday in Hong Kong, right? And then Joshua Wong kind of kick-started earlier, which is a good guy, good adult now, because he turned 18, right, a few months ago. So can't say adolescent, but a very mature person. And I'm really thankful about to those who got involved in the whole, now they call umbrella movement. So I'm doing my media thing, talk to CNN, and they ask me, you know, are the business sector getting affected? I say no, because we think this is good stress test for Hong Kong. I say it on CNN, good stress testing, right? Like if we don't have something like this, how do you know what people are really fighting for? We want a clean government. We don't have one, and then we want true democracy. We've been fighting for years, since the 80s. And we don't get it. So everyone is doing a little bit about during the whole umbrella movement. Some people call it revolution, of course. So these are my media friends. Now, for those who are living in Sydney, you could log on to hongkongfp.com later on, probably the end of this month. The guy on the left, my left, it's Tom Grundy, a local meaning that he lived in Hong Kong now, a journalist who spent a lot of time in Hong Kong. And then to my right, it's a veteran journalist from the US and last worked at RTHK for, I don't know, like 20 years or so. The last Caucasian reporter, so to speak, Caucasian reporter at the RTHK. But anyways, I think this is good too, you know, like why I joined the movement, because now this is actually written by a guy who is a hedge fund guy who lost 15% during the 2008 Lehman crisis, and then this is a normal hedge fund guy's thinking, and I'm just going to read it. After he lost that 15–20%, his wife wrote him a note. With his permission, I'm just going to read it, and maybe it would help you too, you know, like to think about why the finance professionals should support Occupy. I know you work very hard to make their lives better, to find your success. The importance is that your hard work is recognized. The dollar value of the account does not define your success. Because we were kind of lost, because every time, every trading day, we think about, hey, P&L. If you are doing proprietary trading, you know, you look at your prop book. But there is more to life than just making money. And then thank you definitely to the Occupy trio, and also everyone involved in the movement. That gives us think more about, you know, our fight for the next 32 years. Like those who make big bucks in the market, I don't think they are successful if they don't have education, no family, no religion, no faith, no mercy, no health. Just think that you already have all you need, and everything else is just a bonus. If you don't get that bonus, you don't have to be angry or down. But most important, I think, is keep up alive. And please do stay in touch as well. Our group's name is changed from Finance and Banking Group that support Occupy Central to 2047 Hong Kong Monitor as of December of last year. When that happened, we have a new Facebook page, facebook.com 2047 HK Monitor, or you could email us, or you could WhatsApp me. Don't call me though, it's long distance, but you could always WhatsApp me. And then I think it's a worthwhile fight for us until we can no longer fight, because usually people in our group are a little bit older, not like Lester or Alex. We are like in our late 40s to early 50s, so it's an older group, but we are not over the hill yet, so to speak, but keep fighting. Thank you.